Christmas. Well, good morning and welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you're here today. Testing. Is this thing on? Oh, there you are. Good morning. Welcome to Vision. I'm so glad y'all. Hi, Mary Ann in the front row there. Well, we got a lot to celebrate, so let's stand and sing some Christmas carols. Ready?
It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, that Christmas is here.
Try it.
It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, that Christmas is here. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus the Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus the Christ is born. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, that Christmas is here. The Christmas is here. Christmas is here.
Morning. How is everyone? I'm up here with no paperwork, so we're just going to wing it this morning. How about that? I love it. Let's pray. Oh, giving great thanks for this day, for everything in it, for each one of us here present in this moment, knowing of ourselves as that original, that unique outpicturing of the one life of God's. We know that each one of us is a divine idea in the mind of Spirit, made of the same stuff, made from the same stuff as Spirit. There is nothing else happening here but the divine activity of God in, through, and around each and every one of us. So I give great thanks that we come together to remember this for ourselves and for each other, that there is only one life. It is God's. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is the life each one of us is living right here and right now. And so it is. That's it. That's all I know. Okay, no, really. I want you to know that we have practitioners, and they are here. They're around the room. Please, practitioners and ministers, raise your hands. Be seen. Look around the room. These These wonderful people, yes, you can applaud that, yes. These wonderful people are here to pray with us and for us all the time. That is what they do. That was the calling on their hearts when they went to school to learn all about the art of compassionate listening and the science of healing prayer. And they have signed on to do that for us. So don't leave here today without getting prayer support for anything. For anything that's going on, we absolutely acknowledge it. My dear practitioner teacher years and years ago said, anything that takes us out of the holy instant is worthy of prayer. So please get that done today. The practitioners and the ministers will be up at the front of the room. They'll be ready and waiting for you to come up at the end of the celebration and say, hey, please pray. Here's what's going on. And you know, even if everything is going well, then the prayer is thank you, more please. Right? Keep it going, you know? That's the thing. Just keep it going. So do that. Oh, bless you, my dear. My church husband. Yay, I'm so excited about that. Anyway. I want to acknowledge that tonight it will be the first evening of Hanukkah celebration, so I want to bring up our core council president, Rich Poser, and he is going to do the first night's prayer, yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitvavotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, the King of the universe, who has brought us to this time and season and commanded us to light the Hanukkah candle.
Thank you so much. I have something to show you, our guest packets. These are put together every week so that if you want to learn a little bit more about Vision and who we are as a spiritual community, grab a guest packet. Even if you're a member and you've never seen the inside of one of these, grab one, find out what it's all about. Also, it's a great gift. Give it to someone that you know and love and you would love to see change their lives, or they would love to see change their lives. It's more likely. And we have a greeting on the front. We're going to say it together for ourselves to remind ourselves. We're going to say it for our guests. We're going to say it for our Vision community online. Hey, how you doing up there? And we're going to say it now. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. Thank you so much. And now I'd love for you to turn to somebody and say, welcome to Vision, glad you're here. Don't you love it? I love it. I'm going to turn it over to James Vandenberg now. He's our choir director, and he's also in our celebration team this morning. Don't they look fabulous? Look at our celebration singers. Oh, my gosh. And we are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation.
God with us.
Good morning. My name is Marianne Downs Tanaka, and I am a licensed spiritual counselor here at Vision. Please take these quotations into your heart as we move into the silence and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of a 5-minute meditation. From John Dewey, we do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. And from Ernest Holmes, the divine urge within us is God's way of letting us know that we should push forward and take that which is awaiting our demand. If the good were not already ours in the invisible supply, it would be impossible for us to procure it in any manner. The memorial candle is burning for the fatal shootings, the lives lost in the fatal shootings that happened at Brown University yesterday, Saturday, and also for the 11 people killed in Bondi Beach, Australia, as they were attending a Hanukkah celebration. I know that our human hearts break and we mourn for these lives, but we know beyond a doubt that there is one life, that there are no lives lost, that we are eternal, that there is only one life, and that life is God, and that life is our life right now. And so as we traverse this time on planet Earth, as we mourn those that we lose physically, I know that the truth beyond all is that there is no loss, that love always is, that God is, and we are one with God. And so for this, knowing this, I claim peace. I claim peace on earth, knowing this truth is real, and that knowing this peace begins with peace in our own hearts. So I claim this for each and every one of us. Peace in our hearts, peace in our minds. And I know and accept that that the presence of God is within each and every activity that is. That as each and every breath we take, that it is God. And as we know this right now, we remember this. We remember the truth. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful for Vision, for this place where we come together to know this truth, to know that there's only one life, and that life is God, where we gather together and we break bread, we make music, and we listen to the wonderful words of Reverend Patti, knowing that this truth prevails, that God is and we are. And I am so grateful that at this time that we are together. And so I say, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for this service. Thank you for this day. And I let it go, I let it be, and so it is.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of Meliki Maka in our... Did I say it right? Oh. Well, she'll explain it to you because she's from Hawaii. This is Shaina Pugh.
But thank you so much. It's Mele Kaliki Maka. Well, thank you so much for having me. And that was a wonderful attempt, Mark. Mark said to do my favorite holiday tune or Christmas tune. So we're going to take you back to 1946. This song was first recorded by good old Nat King Cole. This is my all-time favorite Christmas tune, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by your choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make their eyes on the glow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa Claus is on his way. He's loading lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child will be a spy to see if reindeers really do know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. It's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I am offering this simple praise to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to
So we're in December. We're in our early in our monthly theme, shedding our skin. Yeah, I know, it still gives you that feeling. Anyway, I mean, it's a great theme, I guess, for Christmas, whatever, December. Anyway, so today we get to look back at what 2025 has been, and we make plans to move forward, right? So today's talk is looking back, moving forward. You know, the Chinese, the zodiac sign for 2025, I don't know if you remember, it was the wood snake. All right, so there you go, shedding your skin. Maybe it had something to do with that, I don't know. But that's coming to an end in, I think it's February, right? Ends in February 16th. But the wood snake is about symbolizing transformation and wisdom and growth, and we will be entering 2026, which is the year of the fire horse. Anybody a horse? Okay, is there any horse? Yeah, okay, woohoo! You know, this is a fire horse. You know, the Chinese horoscope, they use the minerals, earth, air, water, wood. Anyway, so we'll be entering the fire horse year beginning on February 17th and lasting until February 5th of 2027. And that theme brings passion and independence and rapid change because it's a fire, right? Burns away everything that's not necessary. Bold action, amplified by the fire element's energy for progress and freedom. Yay, sounds good, right? Well, I'm going to tell you what Ernest Holmes said in the Science of Mind textbook. He said, if you have ever believed that the stars govern you, or that your environment governs you, or that opportunities govern you, recognize this as an hypnotic state into which you have fallen. So there you go. So let's discuss 2026 and what it will mean to us and what types of powerful intentions that we can set for our future. Because, we're the exceptions to everybody's rules, aren't we? We are science of mind, right? We create through powerful intentions. We are the exception to any human race conscious belief system that can be blowing through. Just true. Anyway, so looking back on 2025, what would you have changed? You're laughing. What would you have had different? What kinds of experiences do you desire as a result of what you experienced in 2025, right? Because when we look back, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for opportunities to learn and to grow, right? We're not to commiserate, not to complain, not to whine, not to regret, not to I should have, if only, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that, right? Missed opportunities and, all that nonsense. No, it's about growing and changing and learning from those experiences of 2025. And Ernest Holmes said, yesterday is forever past. We cannot relive it. No matter how we may regret what happened yesterday, it is impossible actually to live it over again. But too often in our imagination, that is what we do. We live it over and over and over and over again, and in doing so, bring all of the misery of yesterday into today. Learn to let go of yesterday. After we have gone over it and learned from our mistakes, the thing to do is to correct the mistakes. Forgive ourselves for anything we have done and move forward. So that is the good of reminiscing about the past. That is the only thing. It's that we get to learn from it. There's that powerful quote, what's his name? Richard Bach. There's no such thing as a problem without a gift for you in its hands. You seek problems because you need their gifts. Okay? Richard Bach, right? What's his name? Jonathan Livingston Seagull, Illusions. Okay, that guy. So it emphasizes that challenges offer growth for us and wisdom and new perspectives, urging us to find the opportunity within the adversity rather than just seeing the hardship, rather than just complaining about the challenge. It's a call to reframe problems as chances for personal development. Much like Norman Vincent Peale's idea, right? He had said it too a long, long time ago. God wraps big gifts in big problems. Thanks. Well, that's what it is. Now, Norman Vincent Peale considered Ernest Holmes his spiritual mentor. I don't know if you know that, but they were contemporaries. And Norman Vincent Peale looked up to Ernest Holmes. So we look back for the gifts. We look back for the gifts, for the learning, for the opportunities to do things differently in the future. That's really the gift of the past, isn't it? Right? That old saying about the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror, right? Because that's the way we're headed. It's only the rearview mirror is only this big. You look back just for a little bit, Looking back is not about getting stuck there. Don't build your house there. Don't buy a condo. Looking back, looking at the past is not where you're meant to be. It's about using it as a guide for your future so that you can have a more intentional, a more informed, a more meaningful future. It's about learning from our experiences. Reflecting on the past lets us see what worked and what didn't. Do you ever have one of those, right? You're like, oh, this is good. I love this. Even when we do powerful treatments to manifest something, and then we manifest it and we go, ooh, not exactly what I thought, right? You get to do it again. But that's learning from our experiences. The lessons will help us avoid making more mistakes and enable us to build on our successes. We don't want to be another statistic of doing the same old thing over and over and over and over and expecting different results, right? You know that old saying. Okay, so that's not going to happen. And the other thing about looking back temporarily is measuring growth, right? We don't compare ourselves to other people, but we measure our own growth. Hey, look at how much farther I am than where I was 12 months ago. It builds confidence, a clearer sense of the progress we have made, which could have gone unnoticed if we don't look at it. It's powerful for us to compare ourselves with our previous self, right? When you look at things from that standpoint, from the standpoint of the observer, wow, look at me. You know, I handle that much better now than I ever have before, right? Before I would fall apart, or I'd get angry, or I'd submarine. We have any submarine people in here, right? Those people that go under, they don't return phone calls, they don't return texts, they just disappear for a while, right? So you learn better coping skills. You learn from the past, oh yeah, that didn't work really all that well for me, so I can do something differently this time. Looking at the past year, you gain perspective. It provides context for the present. Understanding where the situations and the beliefs and the challenges came from can help us respond more thoughtfully, right? Instead of reacting, we can respond. We take that little time, remember the gap? I love that little pause between cause and effect, right? That little pause, the gap is God's area of preparation. It's that place where you just get to just breathe, so you're not just throwing up all over somebody. You know, you take a moment and you go, how would I like to respond to this, right? How would I like to respond? When we are the observer in our own life, we can see clearly what drives our own behaviors. And some of it is pretty unskilled. And so we want to awaken to that and choose a different behavior, choose a different response. So we're not just reacting. And also looking back honors the values and our identity and our integrity. It is our past shapes. Wrong. Let me think about how I want to say this. Our history shapes who we are today, right? Remembering that history helps us stay aligned with our values and our culture and our purpose as we move into a new sense of beingness, right? Coming from the past, what those values were, then you can decide what are you bringing with you and what are you going to leave, right? We are becoming more of who we truly are. We are becoming more authentic. We are becoming more of spirit and form. So what does not align with that can be released. And looking back improves our ability to set those powerful intentions for the future. Reflection sharpens our judgment. No, not judgment. Not the word I wanted to use. Discernment. Reflection sharpens our discernment. When we understand the patterns of our past choices, we are better able to make wiser choices for the future. Does that make sense, right? Ernest Holmes said this. He said, we should remember that belief is the power which sustains thought in its creative activity in mind. It must be uncolored by any meagerness or mediocrity of past experience, right? Principle is not bound by precedent. So we know what we can create in the future has nothing to do with what was created in the past. And this understanding of the past, the intentions and outcomes help us. It helps us create more powerful intentions in the present, because this is the only place where we can set those intentions, is in the present. Then that affects the future. So understanding what we got, what we planned, what we got in the past can enable us to set powerful intentions in the present for the future. And powerful intentions transform the future from just like a distant idea, right, into a solid purpose. So, how? right? How do we set those powerful intentions that enable us to move forward and to become more of who we truly are? Ernest Holmes said, the self chooses. We have chosen nothing, and that is why we have nothing. Ooh, he got mean. He goes on to say, when we wake up and begin to desire something, we shall find it right here. This we do. Not only is there an activity of mind and spirit ready, but it is surging forward with tremendous power. The seed that grows in the crevice in the wall has the power to burst the wall. And I know we've all seen that, right? I've seen a watermelon come up through the sidewalk and crack the sidewalk. I mean, it was just amazing. It was a gigantic watermelon. I was like, there you go. This happens. So this is what we need to do. Set those powerful intentions, acknowledging that with spirit, anything is possible. Can you just know that? Can you know that? With spirit, anything's possible. Setting powerful intentions in the present for the future is important. Because intentions give us direction, meaning, and momentum in our actions. And unlike vague goals, it's like, oh, I want to be rich, yeah, whatever, Unlike vague goals, intention shape how we move forward and why we do what we do. And here's why that matters. Because they provide clarity. It provides clarity. It's not just, nothings, just airy nothings, right? Powerful intentions help us define what is really important in our lives. When our intentions are clear, decision making becomes actually easier because you know if it aligns with your purpose or not. You know when you set a vague intention, I'm going to eat better and transform my life. I love that one. I practiced that one. I've done that one in the past, right? And that same night, there we are at midnight with the refrigerator door open, eating these Haagen-Dazs right out of the half-gallon container, right? Meanwhile, we're looking on our phones going, Googling, oh, wait, does powerful intentions cancel out carbs? Come on, tell me, Quick answer, no, it doesn't, right? But lesson learned. Intentions can be powerful, but they still need your feet. They still need action behind them. Maybe like meal prep, maybe like something, you can do something. When we set powerful intentions, they align with our values. Intentions are like an internal compass for us. They ensure that what we're working toward reflect our values and not just external pressure or expectations. Right? Because people have all kinds of expectations of us. Isn't that delightful, right? But you don't have to make your own powerful intentions based on that. You have to base them on your own inner compass. Powerful intentions, they focus our energy and attention. Intention, just like attention, where intention goes, energy flows as well, right? That old expression, where attention goes, energy flows. Well, where intention goes, energy flows as well. Setting clear intentions help us direct our time and our effort and our mindset toward what supports our future, rather than just like kind of a distraction from what we normally do, our habit behavior. And they can strengthen our motivation and our resilience. When we have clear, powerful intentions, we can get back to them when we kind of wander off. You know how you wander off sometimes? Anybody ever do that? When challenges arrive, powerful intentions remind us why we started to begin with. And we've all been there. Anybody have the gym membership manifestation? Oh, yeah, I know it. We set an intention. We're going to become consistent at the gym beginning in the new year. Not now. Beginning in the new year. Then we buy new workout clothes. We're looking good. Get that water bottle ready. What's the new brand? Stanley? I don't know, right? Get that. Buy the big giant thing of protein powder you bring home from Costco. Got it? Got it all handled, starting in January. I'm doing this thing. And then February, like, not so much, March, The intention, however, the intention you set works wonders. We become extremely consistent at paying the monthly gym fee. That's about it, right? That's about it. The deeper, more powerful, clear intention fuels perseverance. When we are really clear about what our goal is, what our desire is, what that powerful intention is, it fuels our perseverance. Even when the progress feels slow, even when the progress feels snail-like, right, or uncertain, it fuels that motivation to keep going. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, since God is infinite, our expansion is progressive and eternal. No matter how much good we experience today, the infinite has more in store for us tomorrow. We should joyfully look forward to this expansion with enthusiastic anticipation. The march of life is not dismal. It is a song of triumph. Yay, I love that. Intentions set our mindset and our behavior. They influence how we show up every day. A powerful intention doesn't just change outcomes, it changes attitudes. It builds habits and responses all along the way. They turn our future into something intentional and not accidental. Without intention, without our powerful intentions, the future happens to us. Kingdom One consciousness, you're familiar with that, right? Where life is just rolling over us. We are at the effect of the world. We have no power of our own. Things just happen to us. That's Kingdom One consciousness. With powerful intentions, we actively participate in our lives. It is one of the spiritual tools that we have in our tool belt. Along with prayer and meditation and visioning, setting powerful intentions change the way we look at things, changes the way we do things, and then it changes our mind. It's one of the powerful tools we have. It, like prayer, like the 5-step affirmative prayer, changes things. Ernest Holmes said the divine urge is within us. I think this is the quote you used this morning. It's God's way of letting us know that we should push forward and take that which is awaiting our demand. If the good were not already ours in the invisible realm, it would be impossible for us to procure it in any manner. So the good already is. It is up to us to change our mind. Stop pushing our good out in the future, right? Oh, my good will happen someday in the future when I've gotten my act together. It's just not like that. It's now. It is here. Your good is pressing against you, all around you, waiting for you to say yes and invite it in. Psalm 145, he opened his hand and satisfies the desire of every living creature. That's spirit. All right? Spirit has already said yes. Spirit has already given the gift. Your powerful intentions will direct the law to act, and to act in a particular way for your benefit. So it is up to us to look back in gratitude and to move forward in power, and we become our best selves ever. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I know that Reverend Patti was speaking to me. Thank you so much for having me here because I needed to hear that message as well. This is an Amy Grant song. I've made the same mistakes before. Too many malls, too many stores. December traffic, Christmas rush. It breaks me till I push and shove. Children are crying while mothers are trying to photograph Santa and sleigh. Shopping and buying and standing for every line. What can I say? I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear that angel voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight clear, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. December comes then disappears, faster and faster every year. Did my own mother keep this pace, or was it world a different place, where people stayed home wishing for snow, watching 3 separate channels on TV? Look at us now, rushing around trying to buy Christmas peace. I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight clear, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. With peace on earth, goodwill towards men. I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight clear, peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night, to end this crazy day with a silent night. Thank you.
Now is our time of conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to just dive into our own abundance, knowing that it's Spirit. Spirit is flowing through us all the time with all of the qualities of God, and abundance is one of them. So join me in prayer. I give great thanks for all of the qualities of God, from abundance to wisdom and everything in between, love and joy and peace and power and order and beauty, balance, all of those qualities of God that we know that there is just no opposite to in the realm of first cause. There is only God, the good. And so I know and accept that abundance is part of that, and it is our lives to awaken to the truth that abundance is all around us, pressing in against us and making itself known through us and as us in the world. And we give graciously, we accept gratefully, we stay in the flow of all God, all good, all the time. And so it is.
my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth.
I have a miracle minute to share. Just, yes, said she, just anonymous, letting you know I'm overjoyed with how things went at the DMV last week. You know, we're all pray about the DMV. I was in and out in less than 15 minutes and was waited on by a tired but very nice, chatty agent. Despite what I had been told on previous visits, they passed me without me ever having to take another vision test. Yay! I'm so appreciative of the prayers I received and still asking for support to receive more good vision. And I love that. We should all pray for good vision. Yay! You know what I mean. Oh my gosh. That's just too funny. In fact, we had a practitioner here once several years ago, many years ago, and she had really thick glasses, and she went to her optometrist for her yearly exam, and he said, I don't understand why your vision is getting so much better. It's like, what are you doing differently to your vision? And she said, nothing. I'm not doing anything different. She's like, oh, but I am praying for vision. As one of our practitioners, she was praying for vision, and yeah, look at that. So go figure. It is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko. Here.
I like the jingle bells. Thank you, Dan. Hello, everybody online. We continue our meet and greet right after celebration. We have a practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. Say hello. All those people all across the world who are joining us today, so we like to say hello. So this week is very busy at Vision. John's got a cot in the back, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff going on. First of all, tomorrow night, we've got the Donnell Christmas show. It is sold out. We sold out 200 seats a month ago, so that's good news. Yes, and if you want to watch, you can still buy a ticket to purchase to watch online. It's going to be a fantastic show. Mark Danishofsky does the sound for us and really dials it in really well. So if you want to watch it from home, please do. It's a really, really great show. Then on Wednesday night, we have Andy and Nathan. They're going to be doing music of the songs of the holidays. It's fantastic. We set up the tables, cabaret tables and stuff. So join us on Wednesday night. Thursday night, Too Much Fun with Art Deco and Joe Rathburn. They're doing Christmas music as well, so that's a fantastic show as well that we're going to be doing. And then on Saturday night, a guy named Joe Duffield's going to be using our space for the first time. He sings in the Gay Men's Choral, and he's going to be doing a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser for transgenders. So it's a whole setup that he's done. He's been doing this for years and years, and each year he selects a different group that he works with, and this year he's going to be working with a transgender group. So that starts at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Then Christmas Eve is the next week on Wednesday evening. Join us on December 24th. Of course, we have the Higher Vision Choir, Andy Anderson, Nathan Fry, Mariah Angeline. We've got, Reverend Patti, fantastic celebration. 7 p.m. right in this space. The room's going to be full, so come early. We are continuing to doing the Feeding America, which is the boxes you'll find in the back of the sanctuary or in the front. We have collect all kinds of canned goods, non-perishables. We'll be collecting those through the end of this month. Also, poinsettias, if you want to purchase a poinsettia, they're only $30. You can go buy them in the bookstore or you can buy it online. Helps make our sanctuary look beautiful. The prayer shawl group is working today. Catherine, where are you? Come on up, Catherine. As you saw when you walked in today, we've got tables set up with all of the work that the prayer shawl group has been doing over the last few months.
Oh, thank you. Well, we are the prayer shawl group, although we call ourselves the Happy Hookers most of the time. We're a really small group, but we do a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'd like to recognize Cindy Britton. She does most of our. She does a lot of knitting and stuff too, but she does always coordinates like who we're going to give stuff to. Betty Brink does all sorts of everything, like doing extra stuff besides doing her crocheting and knitting. And Charlene has learned how to crochet. We do teach. If you want to figure out what to do, we'll help you. She's been doing some lovely stuff. She's expert at hats. And Joy is our newest member, Joy Vogel. And she is absolutely fabulous. She does a lot. She's really good at it. So last year we gave some stuff away, a little bit of stuff. This year we have all of this that we're doing, and they'll be going out to different places. Hopefully this week. We're still coordinating times and all that stuff. So we've over doubled what we gave last year.
Wow.
So this is really... And we're going to have like tam o'shanters, little hats for sale. In the bookstore, half of the money will go back to us for yarn and half will go to Vision. So that's starting in January. So if anybody wants to join us, we meet only once a month, the first Sunday of the month. So just, let us know. And I also want to tell you that during Gourmet for God, we did a cribbage tournament. And we had a lot of people like it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try doing it once a month, the first Friday of the month. Only in January, we're going to start on the second Friday because I won't be here. So we're going to just bring your cribbage board. We may expand it to having a dinner before. We may expand it into doing games. But if you want to play cribbage, you want to learn how to play cribbage, you want to do anything, just show up that night. But it's going to be January 9th, and I don't have any other details, just the date. So keep it in mind, and happy holidays.
Thank you.
Only at Vision would we have happy hookers. The Adopt-A-Bill continues. We move Bill down the hallway. And if you want to donate, again, it's a program that it's all the bills that we pay here at Vision. Grab a sticker, go see Paul in the bookstore. You can do it online, send it as a gift to Vision for the holidays, all kinds of good stuff. So it's a very successful program that helps us to continue to keep our doors open. So thank you very much for everybody who's donated. How about Shaina Pugh today? I loved her outfit today, too. She said she did in honor of Patti last week, Reverend Patti, when she was wearing her elf outfit. So very good. Nice look. Next week, Reverend Patti's off, and we have Reverend Diane Russell, who's going to be our guest speaker. Her talk title is Shake It Off. I think she's singing the Taylor Swift song that night. Is that what you'll be doing? Yeah. And Gino Walker will be here with us with a house band. See you guys next week.
Yay. All right, we're going to stand up while the ministers and practitioners make their way up to the front of the room. We're going to stand up and get ready to say our affirmations. They are powerful, they are purposeful, they are passionate, they're present tense, they're everything you ever wanted in an affirmation. And they're up there, are they? Yay. Okay. You ready? You with me? Let's do this. I'm grateful for the past and I welcome what's to come. I trust that I'm on the right path for me. I am understanding how everything is connected. I love that. Oh my gosh, how interesting. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Okay, how about number 2? Let's do number 2. I trust that I'm on the right path for me. Yeah, just breathe that in. Very good. Let's pray. Knowing that it is true that we are on our right path, we can't be anyplace else. With Spirit's guidance, we know that doors are open, the path is well lit, Spirit walks before us and alongside us and behind us, surrounding us and uplifting us, holding us in its loving embrace so that every step on our spiritual unfoldment is assured. We know that God is in charge and all is well. And as we get quiet, we can hear that still small voice, even clearer, guiding and directing every step. I give great thanks for this. I know that God is good all the time, and so it is.
Get the bells and bells of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Drum the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. With the touch of Christmas treasure, la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing with joyous